Hello all, my name is Krishnak and welcome to my YouTube channel. So guys, today in this particular video, I'm going to discuss about the last moment interview preparations in data science. Now, many people have asked me this specific question, Krish. I literally get confused or I am clueless. Like if my interview is in another 2 to 3 days, how we should prepare quickly so that we can prepare a lot of content so that we can handle the interviewer in the efficient way. Now, this was one of the questions that was asked by many people. And let me tell you guys, data science content is very huge, right? It may be machine learning, it may be NLP, it may be, deep learning things, it may be different kind of stuff that you have actually learned. Statistics is there, linear algebra is there, many more things are there. So how do you learn efficiently? And remember guys, whenever you go for interviews, there are some of the favorite interview questions that are basically asked by the interviewer. And for all those kind of videos, I've created a separate interview playlist where you can check out all those things. But here I'm just going to focus on the path that you should basically take. If probably after 2 days you have the interview, how you should go ahead and try to prepare for it. Now, first thing, always understand is that let's consider that throughout your preparation of data science, let's consider the most important thing. One is the machine learning project. Okay, so I'll just divide this into three sections. One is machine learning, the second one is deep learning. Okay, and the third most important topic that probably you will be learning is NLP, right? Stats will definitely be there. Stats, some or the other way that you are going to use. There will be different modules like feature engineering, feature selection, that will definitely be there. Now, why I'm noting this three main sections? Because these are the three main things which includes different kind of projects. Now, if I talk about computer vision can be the part of deep learning itself, right? Because you may be using some other techniques. Here, don't say me that, Krish, what if I've done an image classification? Everything will come in deep learning. If you're actually doing RNN, if you're doing ANN, everything I'm trying to include over there. Now, with respect to this particular things, because any question that they may ask, it will be revolving around this, it will be revolving around statistics, it will be revolving around the maths algorithm of the machine learning, maths part of the machine learning algorithm. So how you should go ahead and prepare it efficiently. So let me just show you one way that I usually followed when I used to prepare for interviews. The first center one that I'm going to basically create is that let's consider, first of all, let's implement that you have done 2 projects in machine learning, one very amazing project in deep learning, and one very amazing project in NLP, right? So you just imagine, and remember guys, trust me, at least do these 3 projects if you're going for any kind of interviews, at least one in machine learning, one in deep learning, and one in NLP, and it should be a complete end-to-end project. Okay, it should be a complete end-to-end project. Now, end-to-end project basically means where you have actually done the entire project till deployment. This is very important thing that you really need to know. If you are able to do this, trust me, nobody is going to stop you. So completely end-to-end projects till the deployment is definitely required. Okay, so don't hesitate to actually practice it before going for the interviews, because in the interviews people may ask you any kind of question, the interviewer may ask you any kind of question, you will definitely be able to handle it. And this strategy, what I'm actually saying, will only work when you're doing some end-to-end projects, some amazing end-to-end projects. Okay, so let's consider one thing. Okay, so here I'm just going to consider the machine learning project. So this is my ML project. Let's consider this. Now, with respect to any kind of project, now specifically if I talk about an ML project, okay, just let's revolve around this, what all topics they may ask you. One is stats, one are different types of techniques, which is called as feature engineering. Okay, and these are separate modules which we basically create as a specific pipeline. Okay, then we have feature selection. Okay, feature selection, one or the other thing you will definitely do in the entire machine learning project. Okay, then probably your machine learning algorithms. So this is also there, right? And probably your deployment techniques. Now, if I talk about machine learning algorithm, there may be also hyperparameter tuning. So everything I am trying to include it, more and more important things that may be revolving. Okay. Now, around this ML project, this all things will definitely be there. If I just try to draw this, if I try to interconnect this, So everything, your entire ML project will be revolving around this. Yes, you may have Dockers, you may have Kubernetes, uh, and these all are mostly the tools part, where you are actually creating a CI/CD pipeline like AI ops and all, So these are some advanced things. If you know, that is well and good. If you don't know, it's okay. They'll not stress much into this, but the most focus is done on the basic parts of statistics, on the basic parts of feature engineering, feature selection, about machine learning algorithms, the maths behind the machine learning algorithm, all the hyperparameter tuning, and probably the deployment techniques with respect to all the clouds that you have actually done. Okay. Now, with respect to this, just understand that suppose if I am doing the ML project, okay, I will now focus on the entire life cycle of a ML project. Okay. So first of all, let's go with the requirement gathering. Probably I have done web scraping techniques in requirement gathering, or I have used some kind of third-party APIs. Say that specific thing. Okay, so that is very much simple. It's just Pythonic code that you'll be writing, and you'll be extracting all the data. The second thing that you are having the raw data, right? The raw data, probably the raw data will not be that clean. So you really need to focus on different techniques. In feature engineering, you really need to focus. In feature selection, you need to focus, right? In feature engineering, if I talk about, there will be techniques like EDA. There you'll be handling null values, missing values, So there you'll also be handling different kind of handling ways of handling the categorical variables. Okay, categorical variables. So all these techniques, since you have selected the best project that you have actually done, you will be doing some or the other things over here in the feature engineering. Then from that specific project, just try to see it. Okay, this is how I have done an EDA. Have you done any kind of automated EDA? So there are also techniques which focuses on automated EDA, right? You have a lot of amazing libraries which will actually help you to do this. So definitely focus on that also. You also have EDA. In EDA, you have different techniques like histogram, PDFs, you try to see how the continuous variable looks like, how you can create a probability density function, cumulative density function, different things. Now from this EDA, whenever I think about EDA, all this graph should be there in my mind. I should be knowing about correlation. I should be knowing about covariance, because you need to understand in EDA what all topics is basically included. So that is the reason why I'm telling you to go through this particular process. Take a project, just go like this, start with this. Okay, so in my feature engineering, if I just talk about EDA, I know, okay, fine, for doing the EDA, I need to analyze my data. I need to do multiple things from the data itself. Now once you complete the EDA, then focus on how to handle the missing values. Now probably in that particular machine learning project, where you have actually taken some kind of complicated data and you have handled null values by using various techniques. And again, from where you will be getting all this content, guys, just go and follow my feature engineering playlist. Everything has been uploaded, right? So go and check out all the techniques. Similarly, go and check out how to handle category features, and when you're talking to the interviewer, try to focus on this particular problem and tell them, okay, this is the thing that you should, this is the problem that you had fixed, you had faced, and you fixed this problem by using this particular technique, right? Then similarly, you go and see the feature selection technique, how many different types of feature selection techniques are there. Then you go and actually see about the machine learning algorithm. Now in machine learning algorithm, always select those algorithms. Don't tell that, suppose the interviewer say that, okay, by which is your favorite machine learning algorithm, or probably in your project, which machine learning algorithm or what was the technique of selecting the machine learning algorithm to solve the problem. You should definitely say that I tried every machine learning problem and focused on the performance metrics. Now performance metrics is very much important, guys. You have to talk about performance metrics. Let it be with respect to false positive, true positive, what is true positive rate, false positive rate, what is recall, what is precision, how to find out the accuracy. Everything you should basically talk about. You should also talk about ROC, AUC curve, wherever you have probably used. So all those performance metrics which you have actually used to solve that particular machine learning algorithm, you should definitely talk about. And if you follow my complete machine learning playlist, I have explained every machine learning algorithms that is required for the interview, so that even the theoretical part and the practical part, so definitely should have a look onto that. Now see how you are covering things. First of all, you are going over here, you are going over here, you're going over here, and this all things, when you are learning about this feature engineering, feature selection, probably you will also be learning about statistics, because statistics, what kind of data is involved. If I talk about normal distribution, you should know that how the normal distribution data looks like. If I'm talking about central limit theorem, you should know definitely about, you should be able to relate that particular data. There are techniques like transformation, the entire techniques that are involved is involved with respect to statistics. If I talk about some of the things like covariance, correlation, Pearson correlation, Spearman rank correlation, those are concepts of, those are complete concepts from statistics. So if you are focusing more on the practical sense and then you are able to relate it with the theory part, right, guys, trust me, you'll be able to learn it in an amazing manner. Final step is basically your deployment techniques. Deployment techniques, you can talk about any of the favorite cloud which you like and definitely talk about those, right? So this is just with respect to machine learning project. Now with respect to deep learning project, only the central part will get changed. In deep learning project, what you will do, suppose this is my deep learning project, okay? So this is my deep learning project, okay? What all things are basically involved in deep learning, okay? You just have to think about it, right? What all things you did? Obviously, training your model was there, right? Data augmentation was there, right? Suppose if I just take a problem statement, something related to CNN, like object detection, let's see, okay? Object detection. So in object detection, you do data augmentation and data annotation for the data gathering, right? Data annotation. Use techniques with respect to using GPUs, various GPUs like NVIDIA, right? How you have basically used this particular GPUs and all, you know, regarding your performance metrics in this kind of scenarios. When you talk about object detection, their performance metrics changes, right? Then you talk about the entire pipeline that you have actually created, right? How you have done the TensorFlow serving. I'm just giving you some of the examples, TensorFlow serving, and how you have probably done an end-to-end project, how you have done this particular deployment, that you can focus on, right? And in the next one, which you are actually focusing on is the NLP project. Then change the NLP project and just try to understand the task. And then when you are learning like this, guys, trust me, you will also be able to complete quickly. Okay, I have done my revision in this similar way. I was able to do my revision just in one day, probably, where I've just revised all the things. Because data science is quite huge, machine learning is quite huge. Just within one day, you cannot learn everything. So this is the most efficient way that I have probably found out, you know, with respect to your preparation, right? So I hope you have understood this particular video. This is regarding the last moment interview preparation in data science. Try to follow this particular example and try to learn in this way, guys. Select 3 amazing projects from your end. Try to learn it, try to grasp it, try to do it in a proper way. Try to write modular code. Modular code is also very much important. If you know how to write a modular coding technique, guys, basically in the form of OOPS, right? I have also uploaded this kind of videos. If you also go and see my project live playlist, there also you'll be able to see multiple projects written in this particular manner, right? So by this way, you will definitely be able to do a lot of things, right? So I hope you have understood this particular video. This was the most common question asked by many people. So yes, this was it from my side. I hope you like this particular video. Please do make sure that you subscribe the channel. I'll see you all in the next video. Have a great day. Thank you and all. Bye-bye.